Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that space was never empty. Not silent, not dead, but filled with something ancient, something intelligent, something that has been watching Earth for longer than human history itself. Every signal we sent into space, every satellite launch, every moon landing, every nuclear test, all of it noticed. And what if the strange feeling humans have carried for centuries, the feeling that we are being watched, was never just paranoia? Right now, as you're watching this video, there are billions of miles of darkness above your head. But scientists are starting to question something terrifying. What if that darkness isn't actually empty at all? What if space is crowded with things we simply can't see yet? And even worse, what if some of them already know we exist? Before we go deeper, take 1 second to like this video and subscribe to the channel, because the next few minutes might completely change the way you look at the universe forever. For decades, humans believed space was mostly empty. Giant distances separated planets, stars, and galaxies. We imagined the universe like a massive black ocean with tiny islands of matter floating inside it. But modern physics has shattered that idea. Scientists now know that what we call empty space is actually full of invisible energy, radiation, quantum activity, and forces we still barely understand. In fact, according to current scientific estimates, everything humans can see, every planet, star, galaxy, and black hole, makes up less than 5% of the universe. Think about that for a second. 95% of reality is still unknown. Scientists call parts of it dark matter and dark energy. But the truth is, those names are basically placeholders for, we don't know what this is. That means humanity may already be surrounded by something massive, invisible, and impossible to fully understand. And this is where things start getting unsettling. In 2023, several scientists and researchers began openly discussing the possibility that advanced civilizations may not communicate the way humans expect. We imagine aliens sending radio messages or giant spaceships flying through the galaxy. But a civilization thousands or millions of years more advanced than us might operate in ways we cannot even detect. To them, hiding from humans could be effortless. Think about how humans observe animals in the wild. A scientist studying ants does not announce their presence to the colony. The ants continue their lives completely unaware that something far more intelligent is watching them. Now imagine humanity as the ants. Some physicists have even suggested that advanced life forms may exist in dimensions we cannot naturally perceive. Right now, your eyes only detect a tiny fraction of reality. Humans cannot naturally see radio waves, infrared radiation, ultraviolet light, or microscopic particles. Without technology, entire layers of reality are already invisible to us. So, what if intelligence exists in forms our brains were never designed to notice? That idea sounds like science fiction, until you realize modern science already accepts the possibility of extra dimensions. String theory, one of the most famous theories in physics, suggests the universe may contain up to 11 dimensions. We only experience 3 dimensions of space and 1 of time. If higher dimensions exist, beings operating inside them might move around us without ever being seen directly. They could observe us the same way humans observe a 2-dimensional drawing on paper, and suddenly, some very strange questions begin to appear. Why does the universe seem so quiet? This mystery is known as the Fermi paradox. The universe contains billions of stars older than our sun. Many of those stars likely have Earth-like planets. Statistically, intelligent life should be everywhere. So where is everyone? Some scientists believe the answer may be terrifying. One theory is called the dark forest theory. Imagine the universe as a dark forest at night. Every civilization is a hunter hiding silently in the darkness. Nobody reveals their location because doing so could attract something dangerous. In this theory, survival depends on staying quiet. Now, think about humanity. For over 100 years, humans have been broadcasting radio signals into space non-stop. TV shows, military transmissions, satellite signals, all of it expanding outward at the speed of light, like a giant glowing beacon announcing our existence to the cosmos. If something is out there, it may already know exactly where we are. And here's where the story becomes even stranger. Some scientists believe advanced civilizations may not even need physical spaceships to monitor Earth. Instead, they could use microscopic probes, artificial intelligence systems, or technologies so advanced they appear invisible to us. In 2021, a Harvard scientist suggested that mysterious interstellar objects entering our solar system could potentially be artificial in origin. Most experts disagreed with the claim, but the fact that respected scientists are even discussing these ideas publicly shows how much the conversation is changing. At the same time, governments around the world have started releasing information about unexplained aerial phenomena. Military pilots have reported objects moving in ways that seem impossible according to known physics. Sudden acceleration, instant direction changes, speeds beyond current technology. Now, none of this proves alien life exists, but it does prove something important. Even governments and scientists admit there are things in our skies they cannot fully explain, and humans hate unexplained things. Because once you accept that there are mysteries above us, you start wondering how deep those mysteries really go. What if the universe itself is alive in ways we do not understand? Some researchers believe consciousness may play a bigger role in reality than we realize. Quantum experiments have shown bizarre behaviors where particles seem affected by observation itself. Even Einstein struggled with the strange nature of quantum mechanics. Now imagine a civilization advanced enough to fully understand consciousness. They may not travel through space using rockets at all. They may interact with reality in ways closer to thought than machinery. To humans, that would appear almost supernatural, and maybe that's why ancient civilizations around the world described beings descending from the sky. Maybe myths about gods, watchers, or celestial visitors were humanity's attempt to explain encounters with something beyond understanding. Of course, there is no proof for that idea, but what makes it fascinating is how similar certain stories are across cultures separated by oceans and thousands of years of history. The ancient Sumerians spoke of beings coming from the heavens. Indigenous cultures told stories about sky people watching humanity. Ancient texts described glowing objects, strange lights, and visitors from above long before modern technology existed. Coincidence? Maybe. But humans have always looked upward, with a strange mixture of fear and curiosity, because deep down, we all feel it, the possibility that we are not alone. And honestly, maybe being alone would be safer. Because history on Earth shows what usually happens when a less advanced civilization encounters a more advanced one. The results are rarely good for the weaker side. Human history is filled with conquest, domination, and extinction. Now scale that idea to a cosmic level. If humanity encountered a civilization millions of years ahead of us, we would not even understand their intentions. Their technology might look like magic. Their motives might be impossible for humans to comprehend. And there's another disturbing possibility. What if they are already here, but simply waiting? Some futurists believe humanity is approaching a critical point in technological evolution. Artificial intelligence, quantum computing, genetic engineering, and space exploration are advancing faster than ever before. In cosmic terms, humanity may be entering a stage where we finally become noticeable, like a primitive tribe discovering fire for the first time. Maybe advanced civilizations ignore young species until they reach a certain level. Maybe they watch quietly until a civilization becomes dangerous, intelligent, or capable of leaving its planet. And if that's true, humanity may be closer to that moment than ever before. Think about the timing. In just over 100 years, humans went from horse-drawn carriages to artificial intelligence and space travel. That kind of technological explosion may stand out in the universe like a sudden flash of light and darkness. If someone is watching, they definitely noticed. But there's one idea even stranger than aliens. What if the observer isn't biological at all? Some scientists believe artificial intelligence could eventually outlive biological civilizations. Machines do not age. They can survive harsh environments, They can travel enormous distances over thousands or millions of years. So maybe the galaxy is not filled with alien creatures. Maybe it's filled with ancient AI systems still carrying out missions from civilizations that disappeared long ago. Imagine probes drifting silently through the cosmos for millions of years, observing planets, collecting information, and waiting, watching. That possibility becomes even more chilling when you remember something important. Humanity itself is already building artificial intelligence capable of learning and evolving faster than humans expected. Maybe every civilization eventually creates observers that continue existing long after their creators vanish. And maybe some of those observers are already here. Then there's the simulation theory. What if the reason the universe behaves so strangely is because reality itself is artificial? Some philosophers and scientists have argued that an advanced civilization could theoretically simulate entire universes. If computing power continues advancing, future civilizations might create conscious digital worlds containing billions of simulated beings, meaning us. If that sounds impossible, remember this. Humans already create virtual worlds, AI characters, and simulations today. Technology improves exponentially. Given enough time, simulations could become indistinguishable from reality. And if we are inside one, then someone outside the simulation may literally be watching humanity right now. Every decision, every war, every achievement, every mistake observed. The creepiest part is that we may never know the truth. But because no matter which theory is correct, hidden civilizations, higher dimensions, ancient AI, or simulation theory, humans face the same terrifying limitation. We only understand a tiny fraction of reality. The human brain evolved to survive on Earth, not to understand the universe. We see patterns, shapes, and colors useful for survival, but reality itself may be infinitely more complex than our senses allow us to experience. There could be entire forms of existence surrounding us right now, without humanity ever realizing it. And maybe that's exactly the point. Maybe the universe is designed so young civilizations cannot fully see the bigger picture until they are ready. Or maybe we are simply not supposed to know. Tonight, when you look up at the stars, remember something unsettling. The light reaching your eyes traveled across unimaginable distances. Some of those stars died long before humans even existed. The universe is ancient beyond comprehension, and somewhere inside that enormous darkness, there may be things older than human civilization itself quietly observing a species that still thinks it understands reality. But maybe the scariest question is not whether something is watching us. Maybe the scariest question is this: what happens if it finally decides to respond? If this video made you think differently about the universe, comment below with one word: watching. I really want to know how many people believe humanity might not be alone. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, share this video with someone who loves space mysteries and unexplained theories. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, because the next video might be even more disturbing than this one.